Well, hello again, TwoSun knife fans. Old Sword here with you. What is this unusual little critter from TwoSun that I'll bet you a bunch of you don't even know what it is and haven't seen it before? And many of you, I'm sure, have. My good friend Andy from Hawaii Knife and Tool, a fellow TwoSun lover, feels that this TS181 looks like a Kiwi bird, and I tend to agree. It's a strange design. It's extremely small. It is from M390 blade steel, which is something unusual in itself for something small that looks like a precision toy. We'll take a closer look at it and we'll grab some measurements and do some comparisons. You can see the size of it comparatively in my hand. It is a Wong Designs design, Wong Designs, who has done many for TwoSun. There's your M390 blade steel marker. And no one seems to know what this little hole here is, or why it's shaped the way that it is. It does look like a wrench. Some people have said it looks like an oxygen wrench, but I think it's too small. Unfamiliar with that, so you EMT folks out there may be able to weigh in. But as usual, some really great style points on this little guy in the titanium handle. So we've got two premium materials. We've got titanium and M390. We have a claw or beak shaped, very sharp blade. Interesting ergos. Do have jimping, useful jimping on the back. Little cutout here that actually accepts the thumb pretty nicely. Can't really choke up, you got to be careful. You can sort of do that. You can cut with it this way. And we have a locking bar, frame lock, with a hardened steel insert. I'm not going to test whether this is a drop shutty knife, and you can laugh now. There you can see the blade inside this large oval cutout in the handle. If you keep your fingers clear, it's easy to flick it open very fast. It has to be placed back in very nicely. So what we've got for measurements here, 5 inches overall, with a 2-inch blade and a 2-inch cutting edge. What do we have for a weight? Well, wait and see. It's early, pardon the bad humor. 2.47 ounces, so very lightweight. Might even be milled out inside, I'm not sure. May not need to be, because we've got such a large gap in the handle there, and that oval cutout. Nope, no additional weight relieving. So we got the weight, we got the length. Let's get some thicknesses here. Got a handle thickness in inches of 0.52 and a blade stock of 3.1 millimeters. You could see this being used in a number of different ways. Certainly a little pocket last ditch defensive item, possibly, or something like a linoleum cutter. fruit harvester, a little like a karambit. I mean, certainly it could be called a karambit style blade, although you don't have any hole in the handle except for that one. We don't have a ring. Not sure these are even available anymore. Again, the TS181, and you're not going to see 181 anywhere on the blade. You've got to know it, or do what I did, is contact somebody that's got a lot of TwoSuns and is very familiar with them, like Hawaii Knife and Gear. And if anybody knows what that hole is for, other than decoration, let me know. I don't know if it's a useful tool or not. It certainly looks like it could be or should be. Be able to turn something, perhaps. Beautiful materials as always, and great execution as always from TwoSun. Well, why not do a comparison or two? Griptilian. Is the Griptilian larger? Geez, I don't know. This little guy could do piggyback and maybe be a complementary blade to the Griptilian. I don't know that I should even do any other comparisons. You kind of got the idea. It ain't that big. Not meant to be. And I'm not a lover of small knives, but novelty items such as this I am. You may recall the review I did on the Reich Cicada, kind of a jewelry based item with a blade about the same length, 2 inches, except that one looks like a bug and hangs around your neck. If you haven't seen that review, check it out. So, kind of a short one. There's not a whole lot we can say about this other than it is crazy unique, and maybe not available. This has been in the collection, I'd say, a year and a half, 2 years. There'll be more TwoSuns coming. I thought this would be an interesting one for you. Please be sure you give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. This Old Sword, signing out.